to some degree. Let me know when I'm back, or like say hello or something once you see me or hear me. Just backflip into a lava pit. Ew. Hey, oh, alright, we're good. Sorry. I thought we literally finished this anime 5 minutes before I started streaming, and because my goal was to start like 30 minutes ago. And he just kept going on and on and on about it. Love the dude, I really do. But he kept going on and on about it, and I figured that if I was gonna listen to this, you guys are gonna sit here and listen to this with me. And so, and plus, I thought you guys would find it entertaining. And I guess it was, you know. So it's pretty funny. All things considered, I actually did enjoy the anime, but this is just on Alpha's rants. This is going up to YouTube. Would I jump in a lava pit with you? Probably not. I value life. Vanilla, heck yeah. That actually sounds really good, not gonna lie. You know what I have next to me? I have a gallon of refrigerated water. Did I start the trial? No. We are on the trial though. Cause let me tell you, the escape house took me forever. I don't think that's how it works. That driftboard would be on fire. I had to skip the whole escape pod to make it. Yeah, I spent a good amount of time on there. No, Melanie, I have not started the trial. We are literally at the beginning of the trial, right here. I did get through the investigation, yes. RIP. When you have so many skill points, but you don't know what to spend it on because everything you have is already equipped. Did Hiyoko die? Yes. How do I like playing it as Nagi? I actually liked it quite a bit.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone
besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I'm sure
You guys are starving by now. Let's get revved up and raring to go.
whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Confident Nagito is legit terrifying. These are facts. This is a fun trial.
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Yeah, Mikan's dead. Mikan's been dead for a while now.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find
See you later,
out who the
Alvin.
killer is.
I hope you feel better.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Who killed her? No one killed her. How did she die? She got sent to space. My initial guess? Oh, wait. I'm trying to find the report card. There it is. I think it's a guy. My money is either on Kazuichi or Gundam. They changed Nekomaru's. Oh, did they? Oh, they did. I didn't even notice that. I'm gonna say it was either Kazuichi or Gundam. One of these two. I do think it was a guy.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
I love this little bit of trivia where, like, you see Teru Teru, instead of an X, it's a knife and a fork. Get ready to be confused. Oh boy.
Hajime was...
We're gonna be here a while.
Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Oh, okay.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
I should use that line. Imbecile! I am not a dude with flexible legs. Who has the closest birthday to mine? You got me, like, thinking about this now. January 1st, April 28th, May 5th, June 14th, June 29th. Oh, right now, Teru Teru. Fuyuhiko's in the same month as me. It's Teru Teru. Oh, that's weird.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Oof.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
Go to Soda Dude. What about him? He likes Coke and he doesn't like anything that's sugar-free. You think it's Kazu? I don't think it's Nagito. I changed my mind about that. I'm gonna put money on Gundam or Kazuichi. Go left? I guess that's right. This is left. What about him?
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and
okay.
Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Oh, yours is like a couple of days after Christmas.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly.
Yay,
It
sexism!
must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Yeah, Chef Boy is closest to mine, but Fuyuhiko's in the same month as me.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Aw. And Mikan has a little, like, cross on her. Like a nurse symbol, I think. Oh, like the red cross.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Chen, you're cute.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
Much mystery if that were true. The only thing the crime scene looked like a weapon was probably...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
Not the hammer.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong.
Look at that, first try.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Oh.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Ouch.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Yeah, come on, Nagito.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon.
The actual weapon has oil on it, but at the crime scene, the pillar had it.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Okay.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
It's no use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Yes.
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School Live was apparently ruled a suicide. Hmm? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit
But
suicide.
that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Yeah, you just push it over.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
Huh, she's so cute.
So my gut was right after all.
Like Sakura, just like Sakura.
Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Damn, girl.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hellix!
But then I don't think that works because you'd have to take the pillar. Yeah. So it's the pillar fragments.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Look at that, getting 2
What
seconds.
about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
That has nothing to do with the goodnight button. It's because there's fragments underneath him.
Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar. Then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
There you go.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
There.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already!
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Do you think the wire or the chain had, not this chain, the wire had something to do with it? They crushed him with, they tipped over the pillar, and then they used the wire to drag him along the body? I guess you would see oil spills along.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual.
Yikes.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Jeez.
What did you say?
That confidence though.
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion,
Oh my goodness.
am the ultimate
This
weapon.
dude.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword.
This
of
dude.
victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
He's my birthday year, man. Fair enough. I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
The secret of the funhouse.
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
I like Nagito when he's an asshole much more than when he's a hope addict. He's much more of a threat when he's a dick. Like when he was just kind of all like hope, he just kind of felt like, I don't know. He didn't really feel like a villain. But this I like more as a character wildcard type of thing. In real life, I'd rather him be a hope addict. This confused the hell out of me, like the layout.
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
I disagree, they're not the same building.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Faux show. Two houses are connected to the tower in the middle, and that's what I thought at first, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. What was the other one? It's not wire.
They're actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
I think it's actually the doorknob.
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Hi, Melanie. It was good. My day was alright. Played a lot of, I played some Smash, I got some homework done.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower
Finished Kaguya-sama.
same place.
That's good.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
That has nothing to do with it.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
That also has nothing to do with it.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue.
So we have to just refute Miss Sonia, I think. What is the doorknob, real quick? I think it's the doorknob. I don't know what else it could be. The wire, maybe? No. Okay. So I said hi earlier, but then he said hi to me so happily. Yeah. I love saying hi to people and greeting them.
Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Oh, that was a big oof. Lurk away, Zelly.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
I didn't think it'd be that one already.
Both of those towers.
I hope you're feeling better.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Wait, what?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
What?
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Great Tower from Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Great
She just casually was like, why are you asking me that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland? And it was like, what? Like, who just casually throws it out there?
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed to the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Maybe.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down! Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
And then she says, bow down. I know, right?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
But it wasn't even rolled.
Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Man, she's gonna be a great queen.
There are the body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved despite a decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I don't think it was
The body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go.
Moving the body and pillar is possible. But it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Man, every time he says, let me cut through those words, I physically cringe because of the pun.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too.
Sit down, you're crazy. I know, right?
Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Do you think... This is gonna sound really crazy. Do you think there's a mirror that reflects 180 degrees? Even if the floor rotates, right? Now I might be thinking too much about this. If the floor rotates, you're still gonna have that oil that moves around, right? Like if I pour, like, if I take a spoon of oil and put it on like a dish, right, and I rotate that dish 180 degrees, there's no way that oil doesn't move. Now this gets magnified more when it's a building like this. The only thing I can think of is you're seeing some sort of reflection, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. We don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we do is rely on the person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? So why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
I
see.
There we go.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
It was the window?
Depths of the final dead room. There was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
This looks like a castle.
Don't you think it's weird?
Wait, Sal. Yes. Yes, I can do that. Is that better? Okay.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture. I was right.
Let's begin. Shall I call it?
Make some foods, but I'll be here. Okie dokie, go make some good food, Cole. What doesn't make sense in this picture? There's only one tower in the picture, that's what I've been thinking all along. No. I was thinking the fact that it's whatever.
Here.
It's the trees!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Hi Rex, how are you?
I see. And is that it?
Negative said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind you.
Yep.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Tired and hungry. How are y'all? I'm doing well. Oh, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. But tomorrow is the NCAA tournament finals, and my school is playing, and I hope we beat West Virginia. Or I think we're playing Virginia. Is that Virginia or West Virginia? I don't remember which one.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up, and you showed up, and how did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
He's new super high school level detective now.
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
I missed it.
So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that the thing just now was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor, using the photo he took, I'm going to be a fun answer if I just think about it. Oh yeah, claw. I'm barely gonna live this, am I?
West Virginia, Mountain MoMA, take me home. CV Road, smooth for 2EZ.
Tangled, I saw the bit, and I looked at chat, and I crashed into this thing. I blame you. But happy birthday, man. I hope you're doing well. Wait.
Country Roards, let's go. It's a me marry you.
Wait. Are they not the same building? I thought they were wait, I thought they were different buildings. Maybe I'm just biased, who knows. Give me a hot second, I will look at chat as soon as I am done with this. Unfortunately, this does not let me look at chat while I play. Question 3. Oh, they're probably positioned vertically then. Yeah. I guess it makes sense. Was there an ultimate detective in this one? If so, who it was? No ultimate detective. All the ultimates except for the ultimate lucky have been different.
It's all coming together.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings. They're actually
I landed
one
in the tree.
six-story
Oof.
building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Well, we don't quite know how the elevator works quite yet.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Elevators can go up and down.
Because of that,
Do they not?
the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House was also the fourth floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
That's what I was saying. I'm pretty sure all elevators have vertical motion. Like, the elevator I have in my dorm goes up and down. They don't go left to right. My bad. Oh, okay, you're good.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
But all contained within a circle. By the way, if you ever want to make any kind of shape with a circle, what you do is you take 360 and you divide it by the number of sides you want, and that's the angle of each segment. So if you want an octagon, you take 360 divided by 8, you get 45, so each side should be 45 degrees from the center. And every time you get a new 45, you just make a new angle or new side.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Am I a furry? Not last I checked.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Foxy, are you a furry?
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers?
It's okay to say yes.
Are they arranged vertically
We don't judge.
just like the houses?
See, Oso's comfortable about admitting his furriness to us. And look, we're still accepting of Oso.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
On a completely different note, there's two different like make your argument soundtracks, and this by far is my favorite one.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
Why is the broken doorknob? Okay.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Lol.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
There's something, nothing, you can't.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a...
Would it be Monokuma file?
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Who do I think it is? I think it's either Gundam or Kazuichi.
Damn it! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
No fair! You
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this mystery.
And hurry up,
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I actually don't know.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
No, I don't need you to tell me.
Damn it!
I'll figure it
I'm
out.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass.
Okay. There's something here that I'm just not looking at and I just don't know what it is. The broken doorknob, we have the wire, right?
One of the bodies in one was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I'm gonna solve this.
And hurry up.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Oh, that was a misinput.
I'm gonna solve this.
And hurry up.
One of the bodies was actually a...
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
No fair! You
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
How do you refute this, though?
Hurry up.
One of the bodies was actually a...
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
It should be possible...
You're magnificent!
No fair! You
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this.
And hurry up.
One of the bodies in was actually a dummy!
No.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I already did that one. I'm an idiot.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dummy. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
I will figure it out.
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Did I check? I feel like I did. Nekomaru's left, the body and left leg were tied with the metal wire. Okay. The chain was wrapped around.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
It should be possible.
You're magnificent!
No fair. You.
So which one?
Shut up. Just...
We will never give up.
Okay. Broken doorknob. I don't think it's the broken doorknob. But I don't know what refutes the dummy. The Monokuma file? It's not that one, because I already tried that one. That's the only other thing I could think of that would refute it from being a dummy, right? Because the Monokuma file states when and who died and where. Or at least it should. It doesn't say when anymore, but... I don't know anything about the wire. Just use what I haven't tried.
I'm gonna solve this mystery.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
Not that.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
The only one left would be the strange feeling.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy. No,
I already used that. Never have I ever in either game have I used the same thing twice.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged, I disassembled the body, it all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Oh. Well, I used it before, but like usually, I've never used the same truth bullet twice in the same trial, I guess, or just ever. That's why I didn't think it was that one.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
Rip.
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
What?
I'm even more disappointed.
You got rejected hard.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You have been rejected.
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Aww. It's a teleporter, isn't it? E-L-E. Oh, I can't spell, can I? E-L-E. Oh, you can unban him, by the way. V-A-T. It's a pulley. You know, it could be though.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Yeah.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
Escalators, 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 eels.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
Hey, Sal, what's happening?
Designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
We are playing a murder escalating elevators. We are playing a murder mystery game. We're trying to figure out who killed the robot, and if we guess wrong, they die. So we are using the hints to figure out who done it. You know? How are you doing, Whoopi?
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
But it rotates 180 degrees.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Are those like rare in Japan? I don't know, I've never been to Japan.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Money on Gundam or Sonia?
What did you say?
Hi, Mari. How are you?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Do you think Sonia? I think so too, unfortunately, although I really don't want it to be her. How am I? I'm doing well. We're just trying to figure out who killed the robot. I hope it's not Sonia, though. The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Her execution would be regal as hell. True, but I hope it's not her. That includes the body, the pill, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. It was you? Oof. I'm disappointed in you. There should be anything strange about them, even the fact they all moved with the elevator. Everything's all have in common.
I see.
I removed my wisdom teeth this week. Ooh,
All the items on the
that
floor didn't
sucks.
change?
I have fun with the gas and everything. It can be all loopy and everything.
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
I don't really know what it's going for here, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's an enormous circle. No. Is there no ceiling? Lol. Okay, so it was what I was originally thinking, and then she just never confirmed it.
I see. So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
I haven't ate in 2 days because I can't. Oh no, what happened?
Only the floor moved?
Oh, because of your teeth.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Well,
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me! Take
Lol.
responsibility for yourself!
power couple right here.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Swoon.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen! Stop with the tasteless jokes!
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like I said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door leads to the Strawberry Hall chain that is chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door will open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all, huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Huh.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
What was the weapon?
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Damn.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Mm-hmm.
If that elevator moves vertically, then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But, does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
Okay.
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
Or the elevator rotates.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
The elevator rotates.
What does this mean?
Oh my goodness, not her too. I agree, what does this mean? If the houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back is facing the elevator, Grape House is only on the right. And then when my back is facing the elevator in the Strawberry House, the tower is on my left. How can I break this contradiction? Say question done so hard. I honestly feel you, sister. Oh. What was the contact elevator? I don't think, and then just this Fuyuhika's account, what's the other new one? Okay, that's not really useful.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
Okay. The first one would be Akane's account, which she heard a rumbling noise at 5:30 in the morning. The next one is Fuyuhika's account, where he saw Nekomaru walk towards the first floor of the Strawberry House at 5 a.m. I forget the other ones.
vertically, not horizontally.
And Nagito's appearance. Oh, it's probably Nagito's appearance.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
is clearly contradictory.
But Nagito didn't appear in an opposite direction, though. I don't think.
Two houses are
The elevator should be
vertically, not horizontally.
That's true.
At both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
No?
Damn it!
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevators, the towers are in opposite directions.
So they can't be in opposite directions and move vertically, can they?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
I didn't?
vertically, not horizontally.
The only ones I didn't check would be that one,
However, at both houses,
and then the contact elevator. I did check all of them. Yeesh. I don't think it's either one of these two.
if the contact elevators
Whether
behind you,
not give certain period appearance,
the towers
Kazuichi's
are in
count,
opposite directions.
broken doorknob,
Which
and
means
strange
your
feeling in the
reasoning-
tower.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Yeah, I read all of them. I read all of them. Right? We've got...
If the two houses are connected vertically,
Akane, Fuyuhiko, Contact, Nagito, and Kazuichi. Oh, I forgot Kazuichi. My bad. You're right.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, if the contact the towers are in,
Which means your
it's clearly
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
I thought I did. My bad.
two houses are
the elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
At the very least, you get to listen to the badass music.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that.
Congrats, you did it. You sound so annoyed.
Ah, that.
You're like, wow, this
Very
moron.
strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
What is 2 FPS animation? It's not my computer. It's definitely the game.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
You can get the fuck out of here, you dumb bear. I hate everything about you.
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Well, this animation is 10 FPS.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Oof.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what it
Look away,
Octagon
Foxy.
means, you can solve this simple mystery easily. I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Look at that. Look at us. 200 IQ main character. He knows that an octagon has 8 sides. I know my shapes. I got a B in geometry, okay? If I recall.
I didn't expect
Right?
you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
You know what they say. If you know your shapes, you know everything.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Well, hear me out, chat. The grape house is a hexagon. I feel like none of these are hexagons, but I'll do my best here.
Crap!
No. That's a hexagon. Octagon. I don't see an 8-sided figure here anywhere. Maybe I'm dumb though. I know this is a circle, but it could be an octagon. Yeah, but I don't know how to get to inside of it is the thing.
We will never give up!
Like, I'm confused as to like what it wants me to select, I guess? I don't know. We'll just pick something. I was in the octagon. I know. It was in... I just don't see where it actually is though in this diagram. It's not this. Right? And fuck. The octagon is inside the inside the room when we were playing with playing as Nagito, right? And it has a window, right? So obviously we're looking for what's the literal definition of octagon? It's an 8-sided 2D figure. One, two, three, four, 5. And I've clicked on all 5 of them. Right here?
Here!
That's dumb.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded
Thank you,
by
Carter.
concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Sword Girl dead.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
I'm an idiot.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
I hate geometry so much.
That's basically the gist of it.
Good luck, Tangled.
The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
Yup.
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Why are all the characters? Who do you still like that is still alive? Foxy.
Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery.
Ninja Dude? I think Ninja Dude is gonna die next.
And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
I mean, that's what I thought before, we started the stream, so... There's nothing against you, I just thought he's the killer. How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Break time. Suspend.
Hiya!
Well, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. Oh, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to the insults and the slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is seriously stuffatly. Stewfatly. Is this to be like stupid and fat combined? That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stewfatly. Huh. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. It's the perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stewfatly. Hawawa. There's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious stewfatly.
Resume.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
Me too. How was your day, Monami? How was your day, chat?
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
But for real though.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
High energy, folks. High energy stream.
Yeehaw!
Sal, you never asked how my day... Oh, so how was your day? How was your life? Since I really never asked you. Oh, so how's your life been so far? Tell me your life story.
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Bye-bye.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I lost days in my job. Oof.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
It's a pretty chill song, not gonna lie. It's like a song that gets you moving and grooving. I'm job hunting right now. Social, how was your day? How was your life? Tell me your life story.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is...
None of your business knows you. Okay.
the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
And I slipped on a banana I dropped on the floor today? Yikes.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
I wish I could play piano as well.
Retract?
Yes, Akane, when you take back what you said, retract. It's like tracting, but again, you know, that's what re means, retract. Ah! My pillow fell out. Heck. Sorry, I'm putting on my jacket right now. It's a little chilly. Not like the peppers, but just cold is really what I meant. Poor pillow, I know. He's such a cute pillow. I should get one of the other pillows, but the other pillows are too fatly. But they are good for my head, not for sitting on.
I'm disappointed too, you know.
Me too.
If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
Murder.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Okay, chat. If he somehow makes it through this trial, I will start voicing him in a Palpatine voice. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
How was that?
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Not bad. Alright, I can take it.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I cannot tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
Sao desu. He has a voice. Not when he's not talking, he doesn't have a voice.
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death. Huh. He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. If he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what would Nekomaru's cause do?
I see. That's it.
You think
He might have died from falling.
Man, you think I can do, you think I could do Mark Hamill's Joker? I can't do a Mark Hamill, Joker impersonation. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. I can't even, like, visualize it in my head.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Wait, use the voice changer. What voice changer? I don't have a voice
Just
changer.
make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
Easy. You move the strawberry. You put the strawberry elevator down, and then you tell Nekomaru to go up there, and then you push him over, and it goes clang, and he falls. It goes bop.
It might be possible in the tower.
See? Look at that. Look at that. I'm already ahead of the curve.
Push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Just like she said.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Oof. Got called out by Fuyuhiko.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect.
It's still
You
not.
should burn in the flames of hell.
Not if he's tied to the door. I'm guessing the chain was the wire was tied to the chain and then he fell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Nekomaru to find where the killer shoved Nekomaru from. We saw that mystery next. He died of a dead battery? Fuyuhiko, Akane, Fuyuhiko, contact, alarm timer, broken doorknob. Oh, it's probably the doorknob. Strange feeling, and then the goodnight button.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold.
Hey, don't make fun of Akane. I don't know. I don't know. Usually I don't care for her, but I have a really soft spot for her this trial. I don't know.
When the elevator is on the first, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to...
Then, how about this?
I don't remember, actually.
After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong! That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Yikes.
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create a drop on the inside with Nekomaru still in it. Easy. I think.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh my goodness. He's one of those. When he isn't talking to about Sone. He was kind of a dick this chapter, honestly.
Way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can...
A wire, maybe?
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and
Silence, pest!
So you're agreeing with one of these three.
It's so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
The options are probably what? It's not the doorknob. It's not the wire. Hi Melanie, welcome back. It's not the... I don't think it's the hammer.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No. Hi back, I'm Dad.
If you arrange it a
Oh.
certain, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Why would the hammer be? Why would the hammer be suspicious?
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious.
Wait. No.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Isn't that how it works?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the...
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I don't really know. The only way I can think about you falling, making him go...
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
You think Fuyuhiko? I'm thinking the wire is what... So here's my thought process. I'm thinking the wire has something to do with the way he's dropped. And I just don't know what to combine it with. You'd have to hang him somehow, but the only thing you could hang him with is the only thing you could hang him with would be the wire, I'm guessing.
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we...
What about the oil on the...
The doorknob on the floor seems...
There we go.
I agree with that.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking. I was just trying to figure out how he was tied or with what.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
You didn't try that already? I didn't try
That's
it.
right. He was
I
suspended
tried
in
the broken
midair.
doorknob. That's what I tried.
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
God damn it, Monokuma.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
He was very well hung.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
Have you ever heard of this thing called gravity? The mechanic doesn't know much about gravity, does he?
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
I'll go. Slice him up. Thank you. Yep. Are you a good lurker? Well, here's the thing. Ironically, lurkers don't say anything, so you can't be a good lurker and ask the question at the same time. But you are a wonderful person. I will at least concede to that.
Even.
That's not it. The hammer was found inside, right? Monopoly does the same guy can cut him down. I know, right? My lurks. Oh no, Nisharf, not like this. But you came out.
How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I actually don't know.
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off.
It's okay, I don't socialize either. You guys are my socialization.
He fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, I actually don't know. Is it the hammer?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
Your old username. Oh, sharp.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode,
That's
right?
not what I wanted.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
That's not what I wanted, but that's fine.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
300 IQ gameplay, I know, right?
What?
One of these will
Nekomaru
work.
fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
There we go.
Cut through those words.
Not bad.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Allow me to cut through those words. Allow me to cut through your ears with the same repeated sentence over and over because I can't figure out how to play this game.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
Why? Did he now?
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yep.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Probably not.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
We're in the lower middle. I mean... In that case, I should use my full power. Oh! And Fierce Worry. Hands, but... Oh, because he... That's right. He tried to open it.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so!
Okay.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed right into the floor. He probably landed on the pillar.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Yes.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar
Kazu's
shattered,
creepy and desperate.
and why oil was spilled all over the place.
He just loves... Everyone here's like, oh my god, he actually got it on the first try. He just wants Sonia's attention somehow, some way, but it is a little weird, not gonna lie. Lands in ocean enough time to get it done.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that.
If Kazu...
It was just a coincidence.
If Kazu didn't come off so hard and like try to force himself on Sonia, I'd feel legit like bad for him.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Oh my god, that might be the best nickname in the game.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
It's okay if you ship them together. I mean, I ship Sonia with myself, you know? Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Birth.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
And Chocotown is just really... Alright. Just real quick, what does the wall clock say? So that was at 5:30. Real quick, I think Akane heard something at 5:30. Okay, so that's probably gonna come into play later. Let's see what they have to say. We headed for Grape Tower.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
I'm not gonna argue with
The alarm
that.
inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
I thought we heard the ringing at 7:30. Someone, yeah, I agree.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
What did the radio clock say? Uses radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if time's off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, even though the typist, okay, you can mess with that. Fuyuhiko's account is that he heard that okay, that's probably not what it was.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
That's a fact.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Neko.
No, that's wrong.
I'm learning.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Sal, do you know the respawn thing in Apex? I've never played Apex and I don't really plan to.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Logic dive? Oh, okay, thank God. I get scared because sometimes I think it'll be Hangman's Gambit, and I cry. I don't think this is the right one. I was trying to get a read for the... This ends up being... Holy crap, this was actually right. Look at those platforming skills. This is why Celeste and other platformers are the best. They train you for stuff like this. Which clock? It had to be the building's clock. Because you can't temper with Nekomaru. What's the point of it? It's just a fun minigame. Oh my goodness, I'm about to hit that. What the frick? Which house had the wrong time? I think Grape House had the wrong time. Maybe it was both? Oh, it was both. Oh, they're off by 30 minutes, that's why. Because Fuyuhiko heard it at 5:30 and Akane heard it at 5 a.m.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
I'm about to lose? Oh no, I snowboard every time I think.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was.
Okay,
There's no way
Foxy.
I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
I think it's like 30 minutes, no? I want the other theme. It's one of the accounts. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Akane's for now.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was 5:30 his time.
Was all messed up,
My bad. My bad.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru.
The time of death. It's clearly 7.
The problem is, what time is 7:30 in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
Okay.
It would have been a great clue.
But they both heard sounds, didn't they? Oh no. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Or his scream.
He's not the type
I'm an idiot.
I heard it too. There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
I'm an idiot.
If the time in the building, then we can only rely. The time of. It's clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be used?
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
I agree with that.
Consent.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Needs more justice. Well, in most cases, courts only have one justice. It's normal to have just Monokuma.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
The rolling stones are at 5:30 a.m. You're off by 2 hours.
I see!
Because 7:30 minus 5:30 is
Nekomaru's
2.
alarm went off at 7:30. And
Quick
if we heard the
maths.
sound of his impact at 5:30. That means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure only
If you
Nekomaru.
messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
I just
That's
got a
all it
boss
needs.
fight. Gotta choose who I fight between 3 bosses? Ooh. Interesting. But my segment book, the killer also use specific things. If they're trying to load only Nekomaru, that specific thing has to be the massage time?
I see.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
Damn.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Oh, so why don't you have a fresh cut?
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. Honestly, didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Lol.
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Look at them fight like a couple.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
What the heck? Why? How is that racist? Do you know what it refers to? Why do they? It's a long story. They hate each other.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects?
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
When did he have a sister since the beginning of the game?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That if Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. There was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
only one!
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
There's better be a reason. Better reason he hates her is she was a teacher trying to get not. Oh yeah, they're basically opposites of each other.
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Because they were both. Oh, it's because the deluxe rooms are soundproof.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
What are y'all going on about? Secret, what do these three have in common? Could it be secret points to the killer? Oh, hey, look. Look at all these R's. There we go.
I got it!
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you
Well,
were staying in deluxe.
Melanie, here's the thing. I didn't get better. For the Hangman Gambit, instead of using my controller, I actually switched over to mouse and keyboard. So, because it's a lot easier on mouse and keyboard than it is on controller.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are.
The guest rooms are divided by quality grade. The deluxe is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, which is still pretty decent. The current room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec! Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Well, now I feel like what I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. I don't know. I actually don't know who it is. But... oh.
We will never give up!
I just wanted him to die, low-key. Alright, who do I think it is next?
You're the only one!
Oh, I was right! It is Gundam!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too.
I was right!
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Why couldn't it be Sonia? Because she's the best.
That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room,
Help
still went to
you.
the lounge. Am I right?
I've never even played Final Fantasy before.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
See what I mean? Yeah.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason I picked a guy is because there's like the guy to girl ratio is a bit too high, and killing off a couple of guys is probably the way to go to maintain that balance. It's literally the only reason to pick anyone from Grape House.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with a wire.
Screw the balance. Green Apple is amazing, and why Sonia's not a big stinky. She's actually a pretty cool character.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru.
At the very least, she's entertaining.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
It's raucous. It's louder than the supreme rule of the netherworld that has bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't make me go making all the noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
I can agree with that. I kind of was hoping it was either Kazuichi.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but...
Rip. Poor Tangled.
How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
Oh my goodness.
The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Real quick, I just want to check something. Is this chapter 4? Oh, I completely mistitled these. My bad, I'm gonna have to go back and redo that.
Is that your argument? You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
Not rats, hamsters.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Really?
Hey, what do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
I thought you've never played this game before, Social.
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach
Okay.
ulcers.
Okay, I got you.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption,
Sonya likes Gundam? I pretty much.
I hung Nekomaru
At the very
from fourth
least,
floor of the tower.
they are close
Floor
friends.
descend to the first floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I...
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
What's wrong? When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. This is the one I like.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
I disagree, but okay.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
He looks so freaking bored.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Because they showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the octagon, which is...
Oh, whoops.
After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which...
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
No, you.
What if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
So many mini games. I actually have no idea.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple
Don't try cutting them one by one? Okay.
provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I mean, it'll be on YouTube if you really want to see it. Take a moment to body all the words. Okay, I will do my best.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
They don't line up like they should.
How frail, I say!
Your
decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Yeah, it'll be on by tomorrow morning.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Okay.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage...
Oh, I didn't even see the time. Yeah, I see the pattern now. He's going like around around the perimeter. It's just like it's really, I don't know. It's a lot harder than it looks. At least it is for me.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Or decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down! I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
The evidence that he went would have to be some sort of weapon, right? Was it
know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There we are.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
Nagito's taking over my career, my talent, my everything.
And
he's the main character now.
Such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Lol.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
Oh, we're still doing the closing argument,
I
huh?
don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet.
Yay, rhythm game.
Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
That's what she said. Ugh. Unfortunately.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
Imagine if there was something small that could chew through the little hatch and then push the button.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Brenda. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
See, I guess you don't really want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that leaves you no choice but to be persuaded.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! It's Nekomaru's back.
The for Dark Davis.
So this is the end.
There we go. For the Tanaka Empire, rip the Tanaka Empire. The Sonia Kingdom and the Tanaka Empire are no more.
You didn't get behind Nekomaru. You should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Are you surprised?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gunny. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Mr. Evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come for lending me your aid. Here's through Supernova Silver Fox Sunday. I press the button. Truly, this is the skylight lamination art of the demon mouse. Ha 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 ha. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
See you there, buddy, one day.
Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own.
It's okay, Melanie. Sonia still has me. No, no. Who set the lounge clock? We don't know. Who was in the lounge in the early morning? I don't know, we gotta start from somewhere. The killer destroyed what after leaving the room? What was the fake weapon? We don't know that yet. Oh my goodness, this is long. Well, we know it's not this. We know that he's tied up at this point. Okay. Why did Nekomaru fall? He was dangling midair. Wait, what did Oso say? Oh, this is one of these. I just don't know which one it is. Alarm set 535. Who's in the lounge in the morning? That was a blind guess. Oh, so this is probably the last one. Oh no, that's just doesn't matter. Why did Nekomaru fall? Because he woke up and started struggling. Which means the fake weapon would be the hammer. Oh, this we don't need. Akane heard something from her room. We don't need this. We don't need this, so this is the one we're looking for here. Gundam fell because the doorknob came off. Looking back through this. Killer destroyed. No? Oh, he's probably in the lounge early in the morning. No. Wrapping the chain around the doorknob? Can only fit right here. Hi, Zerky! How are you? Don't die, I'm doing my best here. Though I don't really know what needs to happen. Okay. Last stock. Oh, there we go. We start from here. Who was in the lounge early in the morning? Fuyuhiko, because he couldn't sleep. Zerky, are you streaming tonight? What did the killer destroy after leaving the tower? He destroyed the door.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
Because I hit a cat. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better. I'll give you a call after this if you want to talk about it. That can't feel good, but don't beat yourself up over it, especially if it wasn't intentional. I mean, you can't really, there's only so much you can do. If I almost hit a dog on the way over before when semester started, and like if it wasn't daytime, I would have hit that thing hard. But don't beat yourself up over it.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator.
GG.
This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
I was right though, I said Gundam.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens.
They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the
Sleep well,
final
Foxy. Thanks for hanging out, man.
The killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but...
No, I had it to, I said, I had it to, Kazuichi and, Nagito, but then when Melanie asked me again, I said it was either going to be, Kazuichi or, Gundam.
By that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time.
Jonathan Joestar.
Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Sharp, buy one more. If not, I'll give you the points back for it.
The killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House.
Who killed who? Oh wait, Hoso, how do you not know? You already admitted it.
Arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go.
The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
I was neutral towards him. I didn't like him, but I didn't hate him.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
By the way, Akane wasn't wrong. She was right. The pillar was the murder weapon.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
That's actually a nice picture of Gundam.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru?
Catmaru.
I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Oh, if this is probably a hard C. Maybe not. Oh, B. Oh, okay. I'll take it. What does the detail say? Oh. Oh, you can see. I didn't get any points. Lol. It's funny.
This result isn't all that exciting.
Do I get to see an execution tonight? Only if you want to. I could just end the stream right here.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
0 points in round 17 and still got a B. Aw, yeah. Furman, how's your day? Oh, it'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll just speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now we decide who the killer is, let's just do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
This is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct. You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Oh.
Fine.
Nekomaru and I did fight. That is no mistake. Because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Rip. You see the grading on UDG, you literally... Interesting. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
With the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. I devised a killing plan that utilized that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the buildings, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower, and this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave me his all and tried to kill me. Ora, 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 ora! Huh? Kawaii koto? And if he had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the warlock, Gundam Tanaka! Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me! I am not going to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance!
Yikes.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might! I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this?
Oh, you're approaching me.
Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living even if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling me we just have to wait here until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than to have our friends kill each other.
I can't beat the shit out of you without coming closer.
Oh? You mean you'd rather die?
Fall.
Ever since we were locked inside this building, everyone that had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born of resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life? That is an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
And that is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life
I
itself?
shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I fight with that world. I fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to justify what you did?
But...
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to enforce my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall.
But,
Tears.
even so, don't you think it is a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
Do they really? I've never heard anyone really say dog eat world, but I've never specifically have heard anyone say dog eat dog world. That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you'd ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
History's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Is it enough to get people thinking it's a doggy dog world? Huh. I'll have to keep my eye out for that. But I don't think I've ever caught it. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it. I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia?
I beg of you!
Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end. Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
This VA is on point. Not gonna lie, it's one of the better VAs. He's getting Mufasa. Gundam. No, no. Okay, his voice actor was amazing, and I was actually hoping that there'd be a little bit of magic as a plot twist, since he had been talking about it the entire time. That's actually one of the better deaths from the series. One of the more satisfying ones in terms of like if they're going to be executed, how to do it. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
I'm so pissed off, I need to throw something.
Damn it!
We all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. Sleep well, social outcasts. Thanks for hanging out with us. Even the biggest piece of shit is me.
Worst.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. Later, Razor. Sleep well, man. We can't allow that. How long are you guys going to stand around chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then,
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. So let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey.
Hold on one sec. That move shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. I like trick-or-treating being a misheard as trickle-treating. I haven't heard that one either. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then, when we're all full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. You're right. I think this is the final cast. If not, we're gonna lose 2 more people. With this, the class trial had come to the end, and once again we returned to Jabberwock Island. Our size of the group had definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it's just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy, and before everyone else too. It's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell I was lying. That there's no way that file had just Hajime's information.
Well...
I guess they were too busy for other matters, or maybe they've reached their limits. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops all this once and for all, even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
What's this? Why is lonely little Nagito? Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I would like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know. Huh. Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why did you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special surprise from the final dead room. An anonymous cheer. Thank you for the 1 bit. Oh, that's such a cute little cheer. It's a little ghost hiding behind a bit. Oh, that's so cute. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, what's it about? There's information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even
Well,
know?
there's a traitor from Future Foundations hiding among us, right? Including that person, there's a total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But the file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peaks Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right, and I just reused that stuff from the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peaks Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? This is your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do small things like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
You're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who put you guys through all this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation.
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone's island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right.
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean,
Unbelievable.
I want everyone in your group to feel despair. That includes you too.
well,
Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Well, just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter the situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right, you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about. If someone is worthless reminds me, reminds you of some other person. Is that a reference in Makoto? They must be extremely, that's a reference to Makoto.
Like...
You're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? I'm actually thinking I'm very lucky.
Say what?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say coming across this much despair is such a rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island, and that's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could be even called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
There's one more thing I wanted to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. The person you've been waiting for... Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if the person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Two? Oh, 5 days left. Interesting. Oh, I get it. Clockwork. To be continued, much like the stream. You have obtained a present, Hellhound earring. Alright. Let's check on our pet real quick. Probably nothing. Give that present to Sonia? Ooh, I should do that.
Danganronpa.
I have to go to bed though, because it's 1:30 and I need to go to school tomorrow. But thank you all for hanging out though. Let's see who's live. Oh, Zerky's live. We're gonna go raid him. Easy peasy. Because I haven't raided him in a long time. But I have to go to bed, unfortunately. But I'll probably make her cry, but she'll love it. Usually they don't have like meaningful reactions whenever they go. Okay then. But thank you all for hanging out with us. I sincerely appreciate it. I don't know when the next stream will be. It could be tomorrow, it could be not tomorrow. I don't really know. I won't stream Tuesday for sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I might actually end up streaming Subnautica on Tuesday, believe it or not, but we'll see. We're gonna go raid the Zerky, give him some love. I'm guessing he's feeling a bit down right now because, you know, cats. But at least I think he's streaming. Wait, is he? Hold on a sec. We're gonna find out real quick before I actually go raid him, because that's gonna be awkward if he's not. Oh, he is. Okay, cool. We're gonna go raid him. Raid Twitch Presents and see what happens. Okay, when there's a night where no one's streaming, we will raid Twitch Presents. I bet you, because I kind of want to, not gonna lie, just for the memes and the laughs, but I might test it out and see. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Have a wonderful sleep. I want to get this uploaded and completely overhaul everything on the YouTube side of things. So sleep well, have a fantastic night, and I will see you all in the future. Mwah.